Success is all about having the right habits. A habit is a routine or behavior that is performed regularly. Successful people build the habits to train themselves. This is what makes them different from the others. The quality of our lives often depends on the quality of our habits. Stephen Covey explains the issue of time management habit, saying that we live in a fourth generation of time management in the form of time management matrix, which divides time in four ways: urgent, not urgent, important, and not important. This matrix is divided into four quadrants, with quadrant 1 including urgent and important matters, quadrant 2 important and not urgent concerns, quadrant 3 urgent and not important, and finally quadrant 4 not important and not urgent. What do you think? Which quadrant is for effective people? Comment below. If you say it's quadrant 1, you are in the wrong quadrant. If you pay too much attention to quadrant 1, it will become increasingly larger and will dominate your life completely. Quadrant 1 deals with unforeseen events, pressing problems, and deadline-driven projects. Effective people spend little time in quadrants 3 and 4 because they are not important. Quadrant 3 covers minor yet urgent tasks, keeping you constantly busy, including interruptions, popular activities, emails, and others. They just distract you from your main goals. In quadrant 4, tasks are neither important or urgent, like time wasters, pleasant activities, and distractive thoughts. Some of them help us relax, yet we tend to waste a lot of time in this quadrant. So the answer is quadrant 2. Effective people spend most of their time in quadrant 2 and limit their time in quadrant 1. Quadrant 2 deals with concerns that are important but not urgent, such as long-range planning, building relationships, personal growth, exercising, learning, writing a personal mission statement, and finding new opportunities. Moving into quadrant 2 is not a simple task, and it requires discipline. You have to learn to say no to many activities, no matter how urgent they may seem. And you don't have to worry too much about quadrants 3 and 4. For effective and successful people, managing time itself is no longer the aim, but managing where to focus at any particular time. Another habit of effective people is not looking for reasons. Reasons are just another form of excuses, so stop looking for them everywhere, because they block you from making decisions and actually changing your behavior. When you give someone a reason for your behavior, you are not being honest with yourself. The freer you will become. There might be really good reasons why you are late to a meeting, but the truth is that at the end of the day, you simply didn't think it was important enough to be on time. To stop making excuses, you have to let yourself be. Don't be so hard on yourself when you don't do something you should have done, and be honest about why you don't want to do things. For instance, the country you are born in, your unsupportive friends, your age, or your lack of time is just made up limits. When you clear your mindset of excuses, you will discover new ideas, methods, and ways to do things. Communication is about human connection. Being able to communicate effectively is one of the best life habits. Good listening is among the most important principles of great communication. It is common for most people to listen not with the intent of understanding, but with the intent of replying. Listening with the intent to understand is to fully understand others intellectually and emotionally. You ensure that you understand by repeating back to them what they said and mirroring their emotions. By doing so, you help them structure their own thoughts and feelings. This type of listening can lead to truly open and trusting communication. Communicating with others comes easiest when your relationship is built on trust. The more you trust in one another, the more things you will feel comfortable saying. The more you think about each other's words, the more likely you are to accept them. If you want to build trust, you have to follow these steps. First, stick to your word. If you promise something, follow through every time. Next, just be friendly. Say thank you, please, and how can I help you? Avoid gossip and stay positive. Last but not least, say sorry when you have to. Last important habit is renewing yourself in the physical, spiritual, and mental dimensions. This is very important to maintain and develop yourself and other habits. The physical dimension of renewal includes taking care of our physical bodies, sleeping well, drinking enough water, eating well, relaxing, and exercising. Health authorities often encourage people to consume 2 or more liters of water a day. The amount of water we need also depends on individual needs and circumstances like activity and climate. Besides, this renewal may contain quitting your bad habits such as smoking and alcohol abuse. The spiritual dimension might involve reading literature, listening to great music, meditation, praying, or enjoying nature in order to live a life with a meaning and purpose. The intellectual dimension encourages creative, stimulating mental activities. Our minds need to be continually inspired and exercised just as our bodies do. This can come from continuous education, reading or writing books, learning foreign languages, taking different courses, and hanging around with people who possess a high level of intellectual wellness. Habits are the key to unlocking your full potential. We are what we repeatedly do every day. Adopt these good habits slowly and start transforming your life today. Thank you for watching, and make sure you hit the subscribe button and share this video with your friends.